Hey guys, it's Marcel from theScore eSports, and I'm actually so honored to do this with my ex-teammate. So last interview you said you did it for me, right? You came to Shanghai to see me again, to get interviewed by me, right? And you came also to play some video games here at against some like lower teams, right?
Sure.
So what's the competition like here in comparison to North America?
Well, in comparison to North America, I think all the best teams in the regions came to play, and I think actually they're really, really good. Every team we played so far, RNG and Flash Wolves on the first day, they definitely gave us a run for our money, and it was just super intense. And like normally in NA, really the only teams that do punish you super hard would be like Immortals, TSM, Team Liquid, like top 4 for playoffs essentially, and coming here, they do that even more internationally, and it's actually ridiculous. You don't really have, a breather in the game where, okay, we can do this, we can do that, it's going to be great. No. When you're saying the first thing, they're already just straight up your, yeah. And so, yeah.
All right, fair enough. So let's talk a bit about your first game. You guys crowd teasing a bit with the Aurelion Sol, right, with the new champion. So did you actually think it's like a valid counter to Azir? Because the only reason why we would leave up Azir is because you think he can counter that matchup, right?
Well, I think Jay has a lot of counter picks, and Aurelion Sol, he's definitely liked. I don't really think it's just specifically to Azir, but he definitely, I think he played the most out of all the mid laners here when it came out, and thankfully that it was available since he likes to play that champion.
So about your teammate Hui in the mid lane, so a lot of people are asking the questions like coming into this tournament, CLG might look like a bit lost in team fights because you guys, the carries don't really stack up to like the likes of Bang or Faker, right?
Yeah.
So what's your general take on Stixxay and Hui right now coming into this tournament, playing the first games? Like, are they fine in terms of international competition? I think that's what people want to know right now.
That's what you want to know? Oh, baby, let's go. So, all right, I'll start with Stixxay. I think he's definitely doing really well. Played against 2 bottom lanes today, Mata and Whoosh, and unfortunate here, Sword Art and what is his name? NL. Yeah, but we did 2v2 the last game versus Flash Wolves, and we won that lane pretty good. And then during the course of the both games, team fight wise, I thought Stixxay outperformed both AD carries on their respective teams, and he's definitely popping off first day. Yeah. Pretty fucking good. I'm proud of him. Yeah. And Huhi. First game at Aurelion Sol. He likes that pick. He did pretty well, but we still gotta get our flanks down and stuff like that with Aurelion Sol since we did the big Q shit down mid lane. That was hella cool. Yeah. And it's pretty unplayable at that point when you have that big massive spell coming 1/10 of the Summoner's Rift map. Good stuff. But other than that, I think it's just about us setting up team fights really well. Yep. So our setup into execution definitely lacked a lot versus these 2 games. So both teams are trying to, recycle that motion. Okay, let's set up and then execute this play with what we're going to go for. And since both teams are contesting that type of style around whatever objective they're taking, we just have to be a little bit more cleaner at that. And then I would say Huhi and Stixxay will definitely shine a lot more. And they had their spots of brilliance in the past 2 games. Huhi 1v3 over the Baron Pit, pretty good. And then Lissandra one-shotting Lucian a couple of the fights as well. So I thought they did really well.
Let's talk about you and your competition. So you played against Mata and Sword Art, right? How did they stack up against North American supports? Because I think they're one of the few supports that actually play tanks and do proper stuff, right? Yeah. I hear that's not like common in North America, You play like mages over there, like Jenna and all that kind of stuff, right?
Holy moly! Well, I think certain teams have different styles in North America, so that's how they like to play. And coming in versus Mata and Sword Art, I think tank supports are definitely more of the high priority stuff, I would say, since most teams are banning out like Maokai, Poppy, Echo, and stuff like that. You have to get a tank somewhere else because carry junglers are so prominent now. So tank supports is just where you got to pick up the slack. And usually when those are gone, then it'll open up the range supports, I would say. But Mata and Sword Art definitely really good. I didn't know Mata was that good at Alistar, but whoops on that one. His Mata, boys. So gonna have to watch out for that because Alistar is super broke. And Sword Art's Braum, it was decent. Landing against him, he had a couple good flash engages and stuff like that. But I would say all the supports here, know how to hit the go button, I would say. And then A, not so much. Only a couple outside of like Matt and Adrian, I would say.
That go button on the heel on Soraka, right?
I mean, yeah, Soraka's busted, dude. Come on.
All right, fair enough. So, last question, personal one for me. How's the CLG life treating you? The post-Dexter era, you know, when you actually win stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like winning
yeah,
an
yeah.
A twice, you know, coming to international competition.
Yeah.
How's life?
Well, the post-Dexter era, definitely some trauma, I would say. My European brother had to leave me, and I didn't know if I was going to live or not. So then, you know, I had to decide, life crisis, what I was going to do. And thankfully, CLG decided to keep me, and that was good. Then we started winning stuff somehow, but I think it's just because we really come together as a team. Environment-wise, people are active thinkers. So how can we play the game better? You know, how can I do this better? We go and practice efficiently, I would say, and focus on the proper things and don't really tilt as much as we used to back in the days when I was with Marcel. That's good. But yeah, I love it here.
All right. You have 4 more days of group stage. Last prediction, you're going to make top 4 or not? That's the big question, right? Like,
Yeah.
Are you going to make top 4 or not?
Duh.
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 Duh. All right. Thank you so much for this interview. I hope this isn't the last time I interview you, maybe. I mean, I'm here for like 2 more weeks. Would be nice if you could join me in the other...
Me too.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Anytime.
Oh, anytime. Okay, cool. If you want to check out my interviews, we have them at theScoreEsports.com. Yeah, make sure to check out all the good stuff, the new interviews, and see you guys next time.